Hey guys, today we're going to talk about KDP, which is Amazon's Kindle Direct Publishing. This is an avenue for self-publishers and small authors to go almost direct to consumer through Amazon.com without using a traditional publishing house. So the website registration is at kdp.amazon.com, as I have up in the search bar in my browser. And we are here logged in just to give a quick demo of the platform, its capabilities, talk about Author Central, how it ties in, as well as what kind of an opportunity KDP offers for new authors and small authors. So first of all, this was a challenge to the traditional method of, you write a book, you've authored an idea, you've got your manuscript, and you shop it around at a publisher or some other venue potentially to get your books produced at scale, and then it's up to you to really market them, get them into bookstores and what have you. So there are some larger outfits, Ingram Spark and some others that can get you through this process with a little bit more of a commitment, likely financially. And KDP sort of bypasses that, and it's the DIY version of this process where you can hold zero inventory and pay no money and have a published work in EPUB, paperback, hardcover, and now audio. So inside the KDP panel, we have the ability to create a new publication. I have some of my books here in various subjects about Amazon, selling on Amazon, which is my area of expertise. But upon logging in, you'll see this create screen, and we're just going to click on it for a couple of examples. We can create an ebook, paperback, hardcover, a series, Vela. So enroll in KDP Select, learn more about KDP Select. So from here, this process assumes you've already got a manuscript, you already have an artist for your cover, and if you need an editor and or cover artist, I highly suggest you go to Fiverr or Upwork for both of those things. You'll likely have to hire different independent contractors, but you can find people that have a lot of published works, and we'll show you examples, and you can shop it around. And it's not a scary process, but you do have to kind of piecemeal it out in order to make this work. So let's assume you've got your cover, you've edited your manuscript, you have your book ready to go. You'd select which version to create, and likely you'll create the same data just in the different formats. Here you can do your title, if it's a series or edition, your author name, any co-authors would go here. The book description, you're going to want like long keyword rich descriptions in paragraph form here, up to 4,000 characters. I would max it out. If you are having trouble coming up with the ideas or the language, try leveraging ChatGPT to write this for you, and it'll be fairly strong in terms of SEO on site. And you can research some keywords here. I would look at Jungle Scout or Helium 10 to find the top keywords based on your genre. Whether you want to release it now or make it pre-order. We can't go to the second tab because we're not actually, in this example, uploading manuscript. But from here, this tab, you would upload your manuscript, your cover. It would give you a previewer to see if the bleed is correctly on the page, the formatting is correct. You could pick the size of the book, so whether you want a small book, a large book, how many pages, all that will be in this tab here. And then, of course, the last tab is your pricing and the distribution models. So the pricing and the royalties you can generate are contingent on whether or not the book's going to be available in this country only or available in other countries. And you can select that if you want to be in Kindle Unlimited and make the book free for download and get paid on page reads, not just a flat fee. You'll do all of that in this tab. and then you'd hit continue. The book generally will publish in 72 hours. Now, before you publish it, I would always recommend ordering a proof. Now, it may be a delay in your process, but having gone through this and having personal experience, getting the proof of the book can be a lifesaver, because you may find that the margins are off during the proof. It may look terrible. You may find more typos. You may find pages are not where you thought they'd be, or chapter headings, or chapter start, end, whatever. So that could all look slightly different once you go to actually print. And so always order a proof of your book. You can also go look at reports of your book sales, last 30 days, the royalties, everything they owe you, and trends would be under this report tab. The community tab has some additional information here in help pages. There's some FAQs in these various things. This is like a forum, a seller forum here for KDP authors, where they're talking about common subjects. So read some of these postings in from here, support forum. There's a resource guide in terms of policies for the forum. Top contributors, these are generally experienced authors, so they have some good insights for you. So there's a lot of resources here for help. You can post a question. The other thing that's interesting here is this help menu. So if you need to talk to someone at Amazon, you can do that here. Contact us and get on the phone with someone if you're having trouble uploading or creating a manuscript, or you have questions about the manuscript. There's a lot of great resources there. Now, the other thing we need to talk about is marketing your book. And I know I'm just blowing through some of these subjects, so if you do have questions towards the end or about this video at any time, leave those in the comments. But you can enroll or unenroll from KDP Select or the KU program from here. This menu or submenu leads you to another page where you can manage your advertising for your book, and that is going to be relevant and required if you want to be a successful author on Amazon. The PPC and leveraging artificial traffic back in to convert on your book is going to be a godsend, especially early on. Author Central is really interesting. I've pulled up my Author Central profile here, and I'm going to want to, I recommend, you go to author.amazon.com and create your Author Central profile. That syncs all your books to a page about yourself as the author, and if you're a ghostwriter, you put something else in here, a different name. We can look at some of my books and sync them and kind of understand the sync from Amazon to Author Central. So here's the actual detail page for the book. This is that description we talked about, our book title and subtitle. This is A+ content within the marketing tab here. So if you're wondering what A+ content is, it's this vivid extra content or enhanced content below the fold. It's very visual, it helps conversion, and this here about our author is flowing from our Author Central or author.amazon.com profile. So it's a nice little contribution from the author with the background about the author and all the books they have on the site. So I definitely recommend you spend some time there inside Author Central, learning how it works, syncing it up with your KDP account and your books. We talked about the A+ content. There's a guide here for getting started, some guidelines. Again, the same thing. You can go to right to Fiverr or Upwork to have the modules for A+ content created. And you can do that relatively inexpensive. I would expect maybe your artwork to cost something in the range of $300 to $500 per title. The editing may cost by the word, but you can get decent editing done for several $100s up to $1,000, and cover art is also probably a couple $100s for a decent artist. So, you know, figure your investment on one book could be anywhere from $800 to like $1,500, upwards of, you know, several $1,000s, depending on whether or not you want to go to a high-end editor, cover artist, what have you. Again, in this marketing menu, and I know we're jumping around a little bit, you can run promotions on the book, you can nominate your book for awards, and you know, modify your pre-order status and what have you. So hopefully this short video is somewhat digestible. I didn't want to drone on for an hour and go into every single little detail. More or less show you where things are, what they do, and kind of fast track you and put you in the right direction in terms of what you need to do to get started. But the first steps would be writing your book, getting the cover made, having it edited, and then from there you can upload your art, your manuscript, and blow through these various areas inside KDP. So that's definitely sort of a quick, comprehensive show and tell of KDP. Hopefully it helps some of you. Again, if there are any questions or comments, please leave those below, and hopefully you subscribe to our channel. Thank you.